Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas's daily free winner show, brought to you by who? The best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Before we bring out today's very special guest, and guys, even for a First Family Friday show, this is an all-star cast. We've got some great cappers stepping in, making sure you go into the weekend with a bankroll. Before we bring out our guests, you know how I start every show. Good morning, darling.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. You know, Dionne and I were out last week with COVID. And once again, you want to test a relationship? Don't go on a reality show with your ex. Get COVID with your spouse. Be on the same couch with them. It's a lot of fun. You'll see how strong your relationship really is. It's like hooking up. It's like putting together IKEA furniture together. If you don't wind up in jail, one of you don't hit the other person and get wound up arrested for spousal abuse, trust me, the relationship is strong. But I've got it. It's true. Dionne and I, yesterday, actually, we had a pretty good day.
We did.
We went by the pool. It was a very brisk 103 in Vegas yesterday, 3% humidity. Don't get mad, everybody on the East Coast. We were by the pool, and then today we're going to do some stuff. You know, Dionne and I, we don't want to throw our religious beliefs anywhere, but we don't do meat on Fridays. You know, we grow up Italian, Catholic. You don't do meat on Fridays, so you either do like a seafood, you do aglio olio, which is pasta with garlic and oil, or you do pizza. So we're putting pizza on the grill, and today, couple of ice cold Peronis. I think we've earned it. Spending a week and a half with her, COVID on the couch. Trust me, I've earned a lot more than just a couple of Peronis. So we're gonna do that. And as you can see, I got my good friend Ross Benjamin, that handsome son of a gun. He told me I look like a Havana hitman. This is like my Don Ho look. I'll start singing Tiny Bubbles.
Apparently, you did not tell me that we were going on vacation because I already see that you're in vacay mode. All you're missing is pina colada.
You're just lucky I'm wearing pants today, okay? You, Missy. You're just lucky I'm wearing pants. I didn't have any pants on yesterday. She was stumbling through her analysis. Nice to know I still have that effect on her. And anyway, guys, we have a great show today. We have a great panel. But before we get into that, please tune in later today to Full Count, MLB Sports Betting Show. It's live, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Yours truly, Joey D, is going to be hosting. Joining me will be the body himself, Jesse Shule, and the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico. So tune into that before you make any of your Friday baseball decisions. We've got not one, but two special discounts that the First Lady wants to tell you about.
We do. Code Vegas39 gets you 3 days for the price of one for either myself or Joey. That's right. Just $39 for either myself or Joey for a 3-day pass. Use code Vegas39 upon checkout. And also, the great folks over at SportsMemo have something amazing going on right now. Everybody loves $9 Mondays, where each package is just $9. Well, for a limited time, from now until June 7th, we're offering a 30-day all-access pass from your favorite handicapper for just $210. That's right, $7 a day. This includes daily plays from your favorite handicapper for 30 days, including 5% plays, normally priced at $39 alone. All you have to do is use code June30 upon checkout, and you will get every play sent to you as soon as they get posted from any of your favorite handicappers. And you can use that multiple times on the website for as many handicappers as you like. Code June30 for $210 for 30-day all access.
You know, sports fans, I want you to know, if it wasn't for $5 and $20 parlay bettors, there won't be a bookmaker or a sportsbook open in the world. So whether you bet $5 a game, $20 parlays, 5 dimes a game, this program, this customer appreciation program that SportsMemo set aside for you, because they love you, because of all the support you give us, SportsMemo, all the cappers, guys, is off the charts. $7 a day. I'm going to tell you now, you can't get a beer. You can't get a lap dance on Boulder Highway Strip Club for $7. That's Ross laughing in the waiting room. Guys, I've got to tell you, you know, this is a great time for you, whether you bet $5, $20, or $5,000 a game. I want you to know this is a great time to follow your favorite capper, because this time of the year is a little idle. I don't want to say slow. I want to use the word idle. NBA, NHL, basically done. We got baseball. Guys, this is the time where you can really build up a bankroll with your favorite capper through the next few months. Go into football season with a good bankroll. Or let's say there's a capper that maybe you like, you don't know a lot about, and you want to learn more. It's a very small investment that will give you an immediate return. You follow, dip your toe before you jump in. This is an ideal discount. Now, guys, without any further ado, because you know how I hate ado, we've got a great panel, guys. Let's bring them on. We got a good-looking cast. Ross Benjamin, the hottest, sexiest male model on the planet. We love him. The body himself, Jesse Schul, and making his first family debut. You know him because he's all over the SportsMemo leaderboards, and I know he's got a big play going on tonight. Jeff Michaels, James Woods. Welcome, gentlemen. Happy Friday to everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, Joe, you know what? I thought Pablo Escobar was dead, and then your video came up today, and I just, holy cow.
Ross, I got to tell you, it is 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
All right. I was going to wear like a double-breasted hitman suit like an Armani, but it's a little too hot. I got my Don Ho tiny bubbles. I got a ukulele.
Yeah.
I'm going to close out the show doing a little tiny bubbles on the ukulele. You know what? It is. I'm finally feeling better after several weeks. It's 100 degrees out. I get to wake up every morning with the love of my life, and I get to spend Friday afternoons with three of my favorite people in the world. So I want you to know, man, I'm going to tell you now, next week, I will not be wearing pants. I'll be in swim. Oh, take it easy, guys. I'm not Jesse Schul. I don't wear Speedos. I'll be wearing swimsuits every day because right after the show, I'm jumping right in the pool. And Dionne bought me a kegerator for the backyard. I'll be drinking beer every morning, 9 o'clock. Trust me, as long as you drink it with rum, you're not a drunk. You're a pirate. Now, guys, without any further ado, we're going to go to a pioneer of the sports betting industry. He is all over the leaderboards, and I double-checked this. I'm not, I'm not blowing smoke. 3 and 7 days, he's tops. He is all over leaderboards. I know he's got some things he wants to tell you about going into the weekend, and I know he's got another free play winner for you guys. He's the best-looking guy in the panel, and that's not easy. Ross Benjamin, take it away, Ross.
You are way too kind, Joe. The problem is, after I get done with you, my ego and my head are swelled, and then I go out and it's a reality check. Anyway, number one in the last 3 days, number one in the last 7 days at SportsMemo in terms of money earned, on a very nice roll right now, Joe. 11-3 over the last 4 days on all picks. Hit another top play winner last night on the Boston Celtics. Outright is a 3.5-point dog, winning by 12. That makes me 40-24 with my last 64 NBA picks. Actually, that dates back to April the 1st. That's good for 63%. My top plays of 4% or better. How about a 31-10 run right now? I only give out one of those a day. A lot of times I don't. So I'm very selective when I put those picks out, and they've been hitting at an extremely high rate, Joe. So things are going very well at SportsMemo right now, and I encourage all of you with the great prices and sales and discounts to jump in with me and don't only let me make money, I want to make you money too. Boston at Oakland tonight. Game starts at 9:40 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be Nathan Eovaldi for the Red Sox and James Kaprielian for the Oakland A's. Looking at Oakland's resume here right now, it reminds me of a very, very sad story. And I'll get through this quickly, Joe, because I know you're an emotional guy and I hate to see a grown man cry. So Oakland 7-21 at home this year. That's absolutely horrible, and being outscored by 2.6 runs per game while doing so. Even worse, when Oakland's a home money line underdog of plus 100 or greater, which they are tonight, they're 2-15 this year. And they're being outscored by 3.3 runs per game. And also 2-18 this year versus starting pitchers that allow 5.5 hits or less per start. In Eovaldi right now, 55 hits and 10 starts, exactly 5.5. And 2-18 and losing by 5.5 runs per game. Kaprielian from the Oakland A's, last 3 starts, 6.75 ERA, allowed 5 home runs in just 14 2/3 innings pitched. That's very alarming if you're an Oakland backer. The A's not only terrible at home, but over their last 7 games, they've lost 6 of those contests, including their last 3, and their bullpen has been a major reason why they haven't had a lot of success of late. 8.37 ERA and a 1.86 whip in their last 7. Eovaldi, 5 starts on the road, 2.97 ERA, 0.96 whip, and averaging a shade over 6 innings pitched per start. And the Boston Red Sox, 10-5 in their last 15, 13-7 in their last 20. I started out yesterday telling Joe I want to take Boston on the money line, but it was 135 at that time. It's since gone up to 150 and above. I'll never lay that kind of juice on any Major League Baseball money line pick. So I am going to revert to the run line and take the Boston Red Sox, Joe, -1.5 plus 105 at the Oakland A's.
Sports fans, a pioneer of the sports betting industry, Ross Benjamin, says, take the Red Sox. He made a believer out of me. I know he made a believer out of you. Ross, all over the 3 and 7 day leaderboards. He's all over the long-term leaderboards as well. It's just that we show the 3, 7, and 30 over on SportsMemo, guys. Take advantage of that customer appreciation discount June 30. For $7 a day, you follow Ross, guys. Whether you bet $5 on the game or 5 dimes on the game, you will thank me after the program is over, and you'll stay for a longer stay with Ross. Now, Ross, you did say at the beginning of your analysis, by the way, great breakdown as usual. We expect nothing less from you. You did say that I gave you a swell head. Ross, let me tell you, when you're great, and you are great. I'm going to say, I said it before, I'll say it again. Do something once, do it twice. You're lucky. Do it for decades, and there's only one, Ross Benjamin. Guys, there's great fighters. There's great baseball players. There's great basketball players. There's Ray Robinson. There is Babe Ruth. And there's Michael Jordan. There's only one Ross Benjamin in sports betting. Follow him. I promise you this. You will make money, and you will stay for a longer stay. Now, Ross, I did hear a rumor. I read something the other day that a lot of guys don't know this, but Ross was a dancer back in the 70s. They made a movie about his life a few years ago. I just read that Channing Tatum played him in a movie, Magic Mike. Ross was a dancer who was the first lead dancer at Chippendales. He's got to take off early today. He's got to go do a strip. No, I'm kidding. Guys, Ross, it's always a treat when you're on this show. Not only are you great, you're as entertaining as you are informative, and we appreciate you. I know you have to take off to go get your games up and go get your bets down. Once again, we appreciate you. Nothing but winners this weekend. God bless to you and your family.
Hey, thank you, Joe, and Dionne for having me on once again. Really enjoyed doing the show. And guys, have a great weekend. Be safe and pick a lot of winners, guys.
Thanks, Ross. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Sports fans, Ross Benjamin, go use that discount. It will pay for itself, whether you bet $5 a game or 5 dimes a game. I am very excited. You know, I'm always excited to share a panel with Jesse and my wife, but I'm really excited over our next capper contributor, because I see him, you know, I met him for the first time a few months ago. We had a meet and greet between SportsMemo, Wager Talk people came out to the Westgate at the clubhouse. We got to meet a lot of you great followers and supporters of us. But I got to meet Jeff, and he is a great capper, but he's just as great as a person, and I'm excited to have him on. So, Jeff Michaels, we want to welcome you. I know you've got some great things happening. I know you've got a big 4-unit baseball play going off tonight. I know you're going to tell everybody about it, but 44-18 run is pretty darn impressive. He's going to tell you what he's excited about tonight, maybe over the weekend, and he's got a big free winner for you. Jeff, take it away.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate being here, getting my first time on a couple of shows here recently, and I'm glad to be on this one for sure. But, you know, I'm relatively new to the SportsMemo. 2021 was the first year, but, hey, we ended 2021 on top of the list, up almost 200 units. After just starting in the month of March last year. But as you mentioned, Joe, I got a big 4-star up today on SportsMemo on that 44-18 run. But on 5 units and higher in baseball, I'm on an 80% 20-5 run too. And I got my eye on a couple big games this weekend. So I'm excited for what's to come. And you got those big deals at the site, and you got plenty of talent to use them on too, especially as that lull comes in baseball. So definitely looking to continue that baseball run. And today for the free play, I'm actually staying in Cleveland. I like the Guardians. They opened it like 135. It still looks like you can get some 140s, 145s out there, but some of those lines have climbed up a little bit higher. But Cleveland's got Bieber on the mound, who, while he hasn't been quite as impressive as he was in previous years, he's still been pretty dang good. And Cleveland's won 4 of his 5 last road starts. And in his last 3 starts overall, his ERA is only 1.71. Tonight, 3rd start against Baltimore. And Baltimore's yet to score a run in a game that Beaver started, whether it be against Beaver or against the bullpen. So they look to face them for the third time against a Cleveland team that's actually been one of the best offenses against lefties that we've seen. They're number one in on-base percentage, they're number one in OPS, and they're number two in batting average. And they've taken down they've won 5 straight games as a favorite against lefties. And now their pitches go doing even better. Their defense has been impressive. They're one of only 2 teams alongside the Yankees to allow less than 30 runs in their last 10 games, which includes their 3-game sweep against Kansas City. But Cleveland's 19-2 on the road after 3 straight wins by 4 or more runs since 1997. And just under Francona, they're 19-5 on 3 straight wins of 4 or more runs, regardless of the site. So going against a Baltimore team that's lost 5 of the last 7 Zimmerman starts, and they're 11-19 on the year against right-handed pitchers, and they're putting up just 3.6 runs, including losing 5 of the last 6. And they haven't played very well against even halfway decent teams. They're 9-34 at home this season against teams that are outscoring their opponents by a half run or more. And they have favored the under. And after 3 straight games over in the last 2 seasons, they're only 4-25 straight up after 3 or more games over the total. So I'm putting the money on Cleveland tonight.
Sports fans, Jeff Michael says, take the Guardians. It's a great analysis, great breakdown, Jeff, really. And I'm excited for you tonight, as well as I know everybody out there that is going to be jumping on that 4-unit play. 44-18 run is outstanding. Guys, I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to extend this right now. I'm putting them on the spot. We'd like to have you back on the First Family Show. We'll give you a regular spot. I'm putting you on the spot, so you got to say yes. Otherwise, no. I'm kidding. We would like to have you back as often as you like to be back, especially over the next few months, because I know you're very good in baseball. Jeff, would you stick around till the end of the show?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys,
we're going to stick. Jeff is going to stick around. Jesse's going to be on deck. But sports fans, we're going to go to the prettiest person. And with Jesse on the panel, that's not an easy task. The prettiest person on the panel today, the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne. She's got some exciting things she wants to tell you about. And I know she's got another free winner. And our free winners, how'd your free winner do yesterday?
Unfortunately, my free winner did not do very good. But overall,
35 and 10 runs, something like that, with free plays.
I have.
And I'm proud of you. And you look very fetching today, by the way.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're wearing pants today. Sports fans, First Lady of Las Vegas, she wants to tell you what she's got going on tonight and another free winner. Dionne, take it away.
All right. Well, I am 3-1 my last 4 MLB releases, and today I have my strongest plays in weeks. I have my MLB home run play and my MLB double play, both posted right now over at SportsMemo for just $10 a piece. And I'm going to go ahead and jump right into our free play today. Guys, I get it. The odds makers have such a low price on the Astros today because they are saying that starters Brady Singer is a lot better than Jose Urquidy. But we're going to make that work to our advantage. We've got the worst team in all of baseball, the Royals, which have lost 4 in a row and 11 of the last 13, taking on one of the best teams in the majors, the Astros, which have won 4 straight and 8 of their last 11. Furthermore, Kansas City, one of the poorest road teams in baseball, heading into Kauffman Stadium to face one of the strongest home teams in the league. This line is just way off, and all because of the starting pitchers. Did everybody forget that Kansas City overall ranks 26th in scoring and 27th in team ERA? Guys, this line is off, and we're going to take that to our advantage. Of the odds makers' mistake, we're an Astros team that is 14-6 the last 20 meetings in this series. So go ahead and take Houston and take your bookmakers' money here.
Good stuff. The First Lady of Vegas is you're going to take advantage of the odds makers' mistake here. Don't fall into that trap. Take the Astros also, guys. You know, she's a leaderboard fixture for over a year and a half that she's been with Sports Memo. I know because I follow her every day. I see the D'Amico on the board. If it's not me, it's her. So I'm very happy about it. It's nice to see us. Last time I saw 2 D'Amicos in lights, it was on a RICO mob trial case. No relation to me. Sports fans, follow Dionne. Take advantage of that customer appreciation. Let's bring on the whole panel again. I want to go to my good friend, and I'm very excited because I get to share a panel with Jesse Schul quite a bit. Jesse is one of the best in the business and has been that way for decades. But he's also my friend, and he's as entertaining as he is informative. but I happen to look, because I like to look at what our contributors on this show have going on. I know he's got a game of the year tonight.
He does.
I know he's doing great. I know he's one of the best big game hunters on the planet. Jesse, first of all, happy Friday. I know I'm going to be sharing a panel with you later today on the MLB show, but I know I'm excited to hear what you got going on in this game of the year. And I know you've been doing good with the free plays. So, Jesse, take it away, please.
Well, thank you very much, Joe. Yeah, when it comes to the top plays, 2022 has been a big year for me. 5-star plays are rare, and I've won 9 of my last 10 5-star plays at SportsMemo, but the 10-unit plays are even more rare, and I'm hitting 86% with those for the year of 2022, and that record will be put to the test tonight with Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And that segues into my free pick here. I am looking at that very game. I'm going to give out a free pick on the total. The big play, though, is on the side. And I will reference last night's Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Of course, after scoring 14 goals combined in Game 1, the Oilers and the Avs were expected to have another high-scoring game in Game 2. But with the total getting bet up as high as 7.5, which is absolutely outrageous for a hockey game, it was a bit of a surprise to some that the Avs ended up winning 4-0, falling well under that total. And I'm expecting a similar decline in goal scoring here tonight. It's a much different series than the Western Conference Final, as it features the 2 best goaltenders maybe in all of hockey, and certainly in these playoffs. You got Igor Shesterkin going for the Rangers, and he was the best goalie in the league this regular season, expected to win the Vezina Trophy. And for the Lightning, you got Andrei Vasilevsky, the best playoff goaltender the last 5 years. He's a Conn Smythe winner, a Vezina winner, and he's got a reputation for bouncing back from a tough performance. He did give up 6 goals in Game 1. The under is 5-1 in Tampa's last 6 games overall, and the under is 7-3 in the Rangers' last 10 playoff games as an underdog. And regardless of who wins this game, expect it to be a low score here in Game 2. That's my play for tonight, under 5.5.
Sports fans, he is killing it. He's got a game of the year tonight. I'm going to tell you now, while I was in the back room, I actually took my credit card. I went to SportsMemo. I bought it because that's how much I believe in Jesse Schul. You should too. Go get that game of the year. As a matter of fact, get that 30-day all-access pass for $7 a day. And he's a big game hunter. And together, you guys can hunt, stalk, and kill your bookmaker. Follow Jesse Schul. Jesse, will you stick around? I got to do my analysis and breakdown, and then maybe we'll get some thoughts and comments from you and Jeff about the NBA Finals Game 1, if you don't mind.
I'll tell you what, I'll stick around if you promise not to talk about the Yankees, because it makes me sad.
Can't promise that, but I hope you stick around anyway. Can't promise that. I love. Look, he's doing sad face.
I'm proud of Jesse with all those names.
I am proud of you.
I would have never gotten those guys' names right.
Jesse, sorry. I am proud of you. We've got a long running joke, Jesse and I got Sports Runs. If you tuned into our football forecast show anytime during football season, we had a lot of fun with Tagovailoa. Jesse and I did. Sports fans, you don't have to be able to pronounce your name to handicap the game, and Jesse is living proof of that. He is great. Follow him. He's got a game of the year. Go over there. Jesse's going to stick around. I know Jeff is going to stick around. Guys, I got to tell you, I lost my first basketball game last night in like a week and a half. I won 5 straight basketball games, and that included 4 straight 5 or 10% plays and 7 straight with free plays. I got to tell you, man, I'm a little pissed off I lost last night. I lost, but, unfortunately can't go 100%. I will tell you this, over the last 2 decades, no other baseball release in this business has gotten you paid as often or as much as my legendary MLB home run play. They are currently on a 43-17 run. These winning releases are my most popular MLB release for a reason. You know why? Because they make you money. Follow me here today on this proven moneymaker. Hit a home run and make your money. I have it available right now at SportsMemo, just $10. Now I want to talk a free play, guys. I am perfect this week with my free plays, and today I stay that way. For today's free play, we're going to head on over to Globe Life Field in a matchup between 2 AL West rivals as Seattle visits Texas for Game 1 of the series here today. While the Mariners do sit in 4th place in the division, 2.5 games behind the 3rd place Texas team, guys, I think this Mariners team has a lot of talent, and I do believe their season is far from over. They have taken 2 of 3 meetings so far this season with the Rangers, and entering today's series opener, they have won 5 of their overall last 7. Basically, guys, this team is starting to show signs of life. Logan Gilbert takes the hill on the road here. The righty, 5-2 with a 2.29 on the campaign. Over his career in 4 starts against the Rangers, 2-0 with a 3.00 ERA. For Texas, I've got 2 words for you, Dane Dunning. Guys, I hate this guy. I really do. The righty, 1-3 with a 4.31 this season. Over his career in 2 starts versus Seattle, 1-1 with a 5.00 ERA. He lost to Gilbert and the Mariners on April 20th when he gave up 3 runs on 6 hits and a little over 4 innings pitched. I have never been a fan of Dunning. As a matter of fact, the team has lost 4 of his last 5 starts. Granted, some of Gilbert's numbers aren't the most impressive. However, one thing that does impress me about this young man, and it should impress you too, guys, is the fact that he has gone 7 innings in each of his last 3 turns. I feel the team is going to get a solid 6 or 7 innings out of him today, while the Seattle Bats will go to town on Dunning and the lackluster 21st-ranked pitching staff of Texas. The Mariners, 10-3 the last 13 as a road favorite. Oh, and by the way, they're also 22-7 the last 29 meetings with the Rangers. I'm taking Seattle here, and if you follow me, we'll both end the week on a high note. I like this game. Go get that other, my MLB home run play, 43 and 17 run. Get it. You'll go into the weekend with a bankroll. Let's bring the whole crew back. Before we run down the discounts again and our free plays for the day, I want to throw this out there. Let's go to Jeff Michaels first. Jeff, I lost last night's basketball game, and you know, guys, I can't win every game. What is your thoughts? Let me tell you this. What is your thoughts about Boston taking game 1? I mean, Golden State has to come back. The odds makers know this. It's going to reflect in the line. Zigzag, win or winning cup. I don't want to, give out a play, but they have to come back. Were you surprised at last night's outcome?
I mean, absolutely, especially when you look at it going into that 4th quarter. I mean, I was looking to close out the halves, both the halves for Golden State. They only put up 38 points combined in the 2nd and the 4th quarter. Boston scored 40 points in the 4th quarter alone. So Boston outscored both times that they had to close it out going into halftime and closing out that game, and they couldn't do it. I think you gotta have Golden State bounce it back, but that was an impressive 4th quarter to say the least.
It really was. I will tell you this, Jeff and Jesse and Dionne. I had the Warriors last night, and I don't bet in game. I don't care how much I see someone like some. I'm a meat and potatoes guy. I'm a less is more guy. I'd rather go 1-0 than go 6-4, 6-5. All right. I'd rather go 0-1 than go 4-6 or 4-7. I'm one of those guys. But when I watched the end of the first half, Steph Curry got that 3rd foul. They sat him with like under a minute left. They were down going into the half. They could have been tied. They were down going into the half. And I was close to betting them in the second half. I really was. I was close to betting them because I just felt I would rather them going into the second half down than going up a couple of baskets because I felt then maybe Boston comes up. I had no clue. And I saw the third period. I saw a few minutes of the 3rd period. I don't watch games. Jesse and I talk about this all the time. I don't watch games. Happened to tune on over in the 4th. I said, oh, I can't believe this. I was just off on this. Jesse, your thoughts on the rest of the series, really?
I just thought it was funny when you asked Jeff what he thought, and you gave him the option of, is Golden State going to win, or are they going to win and cover? You didn't give him the option of taking the Celtics. But and also that I hope Dane Dunning's mother is not watching this show because she would not be impressed. But
okay.
anyway.
Trust me, she doesn't even watch him pitch. Trust me, I'm telling you right now.
Anyways, no, I mean, I was concerned about the Warriors watching that game yesterday. Steph Curry, 6 3-pointers in the 1st quarter. And the concerning bit is the Warriors were playing great, and they were up by 4 points. They just couldn't get that separation, even though they were hitting their shots. Curry was on fire, and they really just weren't taking advantage of it. And I think I would be looking at the next game. I think they would come out like gangbusters, and they really got to wax them in the 1st quarter and the 1st half, because we saw what happens when you go cold in the 4th quarter. And rather unfortunate for myself as well. I was big on the Warriors yesterday.
Well,
I think a lot of us were, because I was on them also. And
I thought having a couple extra days off, playing at home, knowing, and I thought it was a different, guys, I thought it was a different dynamics as far as Boston playing their first several opponents through the postseason and playing this opponent that is maybe a little more I don't say chock full of talent, but if they, their last few opponents had one main guy you got to kind of try to contain. If you try to contain Steph Curry, they've got other shooters. This is also a team that hurts Boston in transition, which is where they get a lot of their success because they're so good defensively. They're just, it was a couple of things that really went wrong, and they couldn't, the quicksand. Once the quicksand came, they just couldn't get out of it. Let me do this, guys. Let's run down the free plays, and then we got a couple of announcements. Our good friend Ross Benjamin, who had to take off, he had a modeling shoot in Mykonos. He had the Red Sox -1.5, plus 105. Jeff, what did you have today?
Guardians -150.
The lovely First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico.
I have the Astros -130.
The handsome and dapper Jesse Schul.
Under 5.5 in the hockey game.
And your sexy and savory host, Joey D'Amico, has the Mariners -115. Sports fans, tune in later today to Full Count, the MLB Sports Betting Show, live 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be hosting. Joining me, Jesse Schul, the First Lady of Las Vegas. Guys, tune into that before you make any of your Friday baseball decisions. Dionne has a few things she wants to go over.
We do. We have that special discount for everybody right now. Vegas 39 gets you 3 days for either myself or Joey. $39. That is an amazing deal. All you have to do is use code Vegas 39 upon checkout. And the great folks over at SportsMemo also have that other amazing discount for everybody at the website. Since everybody does love $9 Mondays, where you get each package for just $9 each, for $9 a piece. For a limited time from today all the way through June 7th, we're offering a 30-day all-access pass from your favorite handicapper for just $210. That's right, just $7 per day. This special includes all daily plays from your favorite handicapper every day for 30 days, including 5% plays, normally priced at $39 alone. Once you sign up using code coupon June 30, you'll get every play sent to you as soon as your favorite handicapper posts those plays. You can use that code multiple times on the site for any of your favorite handicappers, so make sure you jump on that right away because that special is only good until June 7th.
Sports fans, go over to the SportsMemo YouTube channel. We put a ton of free content up there. We do this show. We do the MLB show. John Ryan also hosts the MLB show a few days a week. He does a ton of content. Ross Benjamin does content. Go to the SportsMemo Twitter page. The best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at SportsMemo. We all put up a lot of free stuff. They put up futures, odds. Eric Pauly, who is a new handicapper at SportsMemo, writes a lot of columns you get up there. Also, follow Ross Benjamin, at Ross Benjamin. Follow Jeff Michaels. What is your Twitter, please?
It's JM Sports CLE.
At JM Sports CLE, Jesse Schul, at Jesse Schul. Dionne, what is I don't have ours up. Dionne, what is yours?
You can find me over at the First Lady of Vegas, and you can go ahead and find Joey at Joe D'Amico Wins.
Sports fans, we're going to go on out. Any closing thoughts or comments, Jeff?
No, I got my eye on a couple baseball games this weekend too, so keep your eye out at SportsMemo through the weekend beyond today.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff. And we had a lot of fun with you today, but a lot of great stuff we picked up from you, us and everybody out there, guys. Jeff is going to be back as a regular here. Trust me. Keep tuning in. Keep getting those free winners, but go over, take advantage of those discounts. Follow Jeff. Jesse, any closing thoughts or comments before the weekend?
Well, go Blue Jays.
I'll get him later on the MLB show.
He got you on that one.
Yankees. I think they won both games yesterday. I'm not sure. I got to check the stats, but I'll check later. Sports fans, Dionne, if you will take us out of here.
Absolutely. Don't forget to tune in next week as Jesse kicks off Monday with us. And for the rest of the week with some more special guests and a ton of free winners on behalf of Ross, Jeff, Jesse, and us. This is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck. Have a winning day.